Saturday morning, a scrapyard on the east side of Toledo. You count out $40. Two 20s. For a vending machine, the yard is selling by weight. Gus, the owner, helps you load it and wishes you luck the way people wish luck on a lost cause. Everyone who walked past it this week saw junk. You saw a 1990s spiral coil snack machine. No refrigeration, which means nothing expensive to break, a jammed coin mechanism, and a $12 spring, because fixing things is what you do all day. For someone else, at $17 an hour. This machine, repainted navy, humming in a lobby you own, started a route that runs $5 million a year. Here's the part nobody at that scrapyard understood. The machine was never the business. It never is. You're a maintenance tech for a commercial appliance outfit off Airport Highway. Ice machines, walk-in coolers, dough mixers, and vending machines all over the city in break rooms you can find with your eyes closed. The van isn't yours. The tools aren't yours. The work is. A rented duplex, $2,600 in savings, and a 2014 Silverado with 160,000 miles that you keep alive yourself. Every machine you fix runs perfectly for somebody else's bank account. You've stopped noticing that. Here's what nobody tells you about hands-on work. It pays a second currency. You know what breaks. You know what it costs to fix. You know what a dead machine is actually worth. Half this city can turn a wrench. Almost. Nobody ever cashes that in. A Tuesday repair call. A snack machine at a tool and die shop. Coin mech jammed. Whoever owns it hasn't restocked in 3 weeks. Half the coils sit empty. But when you open the cabinet, the cash box is heavy anyway. 30 hungry machinists. No competition. Zero effort. And it still prints. The owner, you learn, is Harold Voss, 71. Been running machines since Carter. He carries a ring of keys that must weigh 5 pounds, one for every cabinet in the county. And lately, the machines that die stay dead. You fix his route all over town. You know it better than he does. And somewhere between his dead machines and his full cash boxes, the thing that changes your life clicks into place. This is not a snack business. It's a real estate business wearing a snack costume. The machine is trivial. You can fix any machine. The location is the asset. And locations aren't bought. They're won. Which brings us back to the scrapyard and the $40 cabinet in your garage. The repair, itemized. Coin mech, spring, $12. Lock kit, $18. The old bill validator just needs its rollers cleaned. A toothbrush job. Degreaser and navy paint, $30. 1 weekend of your own labor. All in, about $100. Then the real work. The part the machine was never going to do for you. Finding it a home. 9 cold walk-ins. 9 no's. Because you were selling a machine, and nobody wants a machine. What a shop owner wants is zero hassle, a clean break room, and a cut. The pitch is the product. Walk-in number 10 is Mauser Tool and Die. 34 employees. No vending since Harold's machine died there last winter. The deal fits on one page. You place it, you stock it, you fix it, and the shop keeps 10% of sales. Kurt, the foreman, signs it against the break room wall. That page, not the machine, is the asset. First stock run. A Sam's Club cart. $140 of inventory, chosen like it matters. Because it does. Peanut M&Ms cost 89 cents and vend for $1.75. Chips run 60% margins. Pastries expire, jerky doesn't. 30 machinists on a 10-minute break buy what's there. So stock what makes you money. First collection day. 1 month in. $318 gross. In quarters and crumpled ones, counted on the kitchen table. About $170 after product cost and Kurt's cut. It's not life-changing money. That's not what it is. It's repeatable money. There's a difference, and the difference is everything. You bolt on a $228 card reader, and sales jump 30% in a month. Because nobody carries quarters anymore. And because the reader tells you what every slot sells, every day, on your phone. The machine starts talking. From here on, you stock by data. Run the arithmetic once, plainly. $40, 60 in parts, 228 for the reader. Call it 330, all in, and it hands you $220 a month, every month, for work you did once. You didn't get lucky at that scrapyard. You read a broken machine the way anyone in your trade could. You actually went and did it. Machines 2 through 5 come off Craigslist and closed offices, $150 to $400 each. And here, your day job pays you a second time. Dead compressor drink machines are the cheapest cabinets on the market, and you fix compressors for a living. A $200 broken cooler is a $1,200 machine after one Saturday. Now, the drinks flow. Water costs 22 cents a bottle. It vends for $1.50. Gus starts calling when cabinets hit the yard. He's repainted his hand-lettered price board twice since you became his best customer. And you learn route density the way Harold never did. 5 machines scattered across town is a hobby. 5 machines on one industrial corridor is a route. Same drive. One loop. 12 machines by the end of year 1. $2,400 a month gross, $1,300 net, on top of the day job. At work, a guy on your crew watches you fix a vending machine and shakes his head. Vending's a dead man's game, man. Everything's an app now. Guy who owns these must be losing his shirt. You tighten the last screw. Yeah, you say, probably. So, you commit. $2,800 on the personal card, 6 more machines, and a used enclosed trailer for the Silverado. The day job is starting to feel like the side job. 18 machines, every one placed on a handshake, and handshakes have been working just fine. Remember that sentence? The email arrives on a Thursday at 4:11 p.m. A property management company has taken over 4 of your best buildings, and their new vendor policy is 1 sentence long. All placements require approved vendor agreements. 8 machines, 40% of your revenue, have 30 days to leave. The card balance from the trailer is still warm. And the lesson lands the only way real lessons do, expensively. You own the machines. You rent everything that matters. Every location you have is a handshake, and a handshake is worth exactly what it costs, which is, you now understand, nothing you can take to a bank. You get one meeting with the property manager, Vanessa Ohl, who asks precise questions and writes your answers in a leather binder. So you show up as the professional Harold never was. Certificate of insurance, service log, cashless sales reporting she can audit from her desk, and a commission bump, 10 to 12%. She was never against you. She'd never had a reason to be for you. She keeps you in 3 of the 4 buildings on her paper this time. 1-year terms, service standards, 30 days to cure a complaint. And here's the reframe, worth the whole scare. The contract you feared is the moat you needed. Nobody outbids the vendor with a term agreement and clean reporting. You spend 2 months papering every location you have. A few say no, and those machines come home to the garage. The route gets smaller, then it gets bulletproof, and the rule that runs the company forever gets written on the whiteboard in 4 words. No agreement, no machine. Then Harold calls you. Not the other way around. He's 71, his knees are done, and he doesn't want to die restocking honey buns off I-75. He calls the kid who fixed his machines because you're the only person in Toledo who knows what his route is actually worth. Nobody sells a route. They sell a retirement. At his kitchen table, the deal these deals actually are, 62 machines and, this is the part that matters, 62 signed location agreements for $95,000. $15,000 down from 3 years of route profit. The rest, seller financed. $1,700 a month for 4 years, paid by the machine's own cash flow. This is how one machine becomes hundreds. You don't place 500 machines. The signing takes 4 minutes. Harold slides the 5-pound key ring across the table, and you wait to feel something the size of what just happened. You feel almost nothing. A long exhale. Monday, you hand your boss the van keys. Tuesday, you're driving your own route. First hire, Denise Okafor, who label makers the entire warehouse in a week, including your thermos. The card reader data from every site now runs one playbook. Your best locations convert to micromarkets, open shelves, a cooler, self-checkout kiosk, no coin slots to jam. Same location asset, 3 to 4 times the revenue per site. The data tells you exactly which sites earn the upgrade. The machines vote, you count. 2 more retiring operators over the next 3 years, each route seller financed, each vetted by the whiteboard rule. The agreements convey, or there's no deal. Trucks, 2 through 7. Gus still calls when cabinets hit the yard, and you still buy them, because a refurbed cabinet is still the cheapest way to test a new location. Some habits are load-bearing. Year 6. $5 million a year across 460 machines and 38 micromarkets, every one of them on paper, filed in a cabinet Denise labeled agreements. The actual company. 14 people. 7 trucks. A warehouse off Front Street with a repair bench in the back, because fixing things is still the edge. And in the warehouse lobby, the first machine, the $40 cabinet, repainted navy, humming, fully stocked. Every Monday morning, you restock it yourself. Quarters still work in this one, on purpose. Visitors assume it's decoration. It isn't. It's a receipt. Everyone at that scrapyard saw scrap. You saw rent. It was never a snack business. It's a real estate business wearing a snack costume, and the doors into it were sitting in scrapyards and dying roots the whole time, priced at scrap weight, waiting for somebody who could read a broken machine. Tomorrow, Denise will text you photos of 2 dead cabinets in Findlay. You'll go look. You always go look. Ground Floor tells true-to-life finance stories for education and entertainment. Nothing here is financial advice. Subscribe for more stories about ordinary people building real money, one deal at a time. And answer me this, because I read every comment. What's sitting in your town at scrap weight price that you already know how to fix?